Hello, my name is Alejandra Ortiz, and today I am going to explain what listening is. According to Book 2000, listening is a form of comprehension where the listener is trying to get some meaning from the language. There are three basic steps that a listener has to take into account when listening to an oral text. Number one, the listener is able to understand that the sounds that he is listening to are phonemes of a specific language. The listener has to assimilate the foreign sounds. This recognition is made by means of the distinction of the sounds that are similar to our language. 3. The listener starts making an elementary segmentation of the text. It means that the listener keeps the information in his memory and then he is able to reflect his understanding. To understand the nature of listening process, it is necessary to consider some of the characteristics of spoken language. There are two different processes in understanding spoken discourse: bottom-up and top-down processing. Bottom-up happens when we understand language sound by sound or word by word, with less use of background knowledge. We have to mentally break into its components. This is referred to as chunking. Chunks helps listeners to identify underlying propositions that utterances express. Learners need a large vocabulary and a good working knowledge of sentence structure to process text bottom up. For example, students listen to a positive and negative statements and choose the appropriate form of agreement. What is top-down? Well, top-down happens when we use background knowledge to make a sense of what we are listening to. The background knowledge required for top-down processes may be previous knowledge about the topic of discourse, situational, contextual knowledge, or knowledge in the form of schemata or scripts. With minimal information is sufficient to enable participants to understand what happened. For example, students can read the news headlines, guess what happened, and then have the opportunity to listen to the full news and then compare. Listening comprehension can be developed based on the correct material selection and systematic and coherent lesson plans. To select the correct authentical material, it is necessary to consider linguistic, conceptual, and students' cultural background, as well as the applicability and adaptability of the chosen text. It is necessary to develop listening for selective listening and listening for predictions, which are the relevant skills when developing listening comprehension. Finally, what is assessing listening? The abilities to listen critically and to express oneself clearly and effectively contribute to a student's success in school and later in life. Teachers concerned with developing the speaking and listening communication skills of their students need methods for assessing their students' progress. These techniques range from observation and questioning to standardized testing. However, even the most informal methods should embrace the measurement principles of reliability, validity, and fairness. The methods used should be appropriate to the purpose of the assessment and make use of the best instruments and procedures available. Well, it is all for today. Thank you very much.